Hey everyone, are you ready to dive into a massive worlds? Sometimes you want that feeling of endless possibility, and that's what makes open world games so awesome. We're about to dive into the top 15 best open world games for Android and iOS. Get ready for huge landscapes, tons to discover, and the freedom to play your way. Number 15. I recently tried out Earth Revival and it is great. The graphics are good and the combat is fast and fun. Base building adds some extra depth. While the game isn't globally released yet, they've added English language support and a global server. You might need a VPN to download it, depending on your location. If you're into multiplayer sci-fi shooters and don't mind the limited release, it's worth a shot. Number 14. Titan Strike offers a fun and exciting take on the Attack on Titan concept. The graphics, while fairly basic, capture the core feel of the popular anime. I had a great time swinging around the city and forest maps, battling the giant titans. Titan Strike has potential, but it needs a bit more polish and content variety before I can see it being a truly long-lasting experience. Number 13. Dawnlands offers a charming blend of open-world exploration and creative building mechanics. The game's vibrant world invites you to gather resources, craft tools and structures, and uncover its secrets. If you're looking for a chill game where you can build stuff and hang out with your friends in a colorful world, Dawnlands is definitely worth checking out. Number 12. Wildlands Z feels like a familiar experience for anyone who loves the zombie survival genre. It drops you into a post-apocalyptic open world overrun by the undeads. If you're into the zombie survival genre and don't mind a project in progress with the potential to grow over time, Wildlands Z is worth checking out. Number 11.
Although I remember cops lost us with this bright dogs.
Lost Future has some good things about it. I liked exploring the open world and fighting against the zombies. At first, it was fun to find supplies and fighting with zombies, but as I played more, the game started to feel a bit too repetitive. Lost Future is okay if you like zombie survival games on your phone. There are fun moments, but it could be better. Number 10. I've been enjoying Truckers of Europe 3 quite a bit. The open world map of Europe feels surprisingly big and lets you explore so many cool places. They've also got a sweet selection of trucks, and I love tricking mine out with different paint jobs and accessories. It makes each ride feel unique. Number 9. Darkest Days, your typical zombie apocalypse survival game. You explore an open world, scavenge for stuff, and fight off the undead. The open world makes it fun to discover new places, and it definitely feels a bit dangerous. It looks okay for a mobile game too. Number 8. CarX Street is a fun mobile racing game. I like that I can drive around in a big open world and the cars look really cool, but it takes a long time to get good cars unless you want to spend real money. Also, the races can start to feel the same after you've played for a while. Overall, it's a good game if you just want to race around for a bit, but I wish there was more to do. Number 7. Exist is an open-world action RPG game. The open-world design gives you room to explore, which is always a plus. The graphics aren't the best, and it lags sometimes. I also wish there was more of a story to follow. Overall, Exist has potential but feels a bit unfinished. If they improve the graphics, fix the lag, and add more things to do, it could be a decent game. Number 6. Mad Out 2 is a game that lets you explore a vast open world, complete missions, and interact with other players online. If you like GTA-style games, you might want to check this one out. The game has both single-player and multiplayer modes. Overall, Mad Out 2 is a fun and addictive game if you don't mind the flaws. It offers a lot of freedom and variety, and it can be very entertaining to play with other players online. Number 5. Oceanhorn 2 has colorful graphics and the world feels big for a mobile game. The story is a classic good versus evil tale. Nothing too surprising, but it kept me playing. The puzzles were my favorite part. They made me think without being too difficult. If you want a fun adventure game with some cool puzzles, Oceanhorn 2 is worth checking out. Number 4. I recently tried out the open beta for a new mobile game called Once Human. It's a survival game where you explore a weird world after a mysterious disaster. The gameplay still needs some work. Fighting isn't very smooth, and the missions aren't anything super special, but it's still in beta, so it could get a lot better before the full release in 2024. If you like survival games with a bit of mystery, it's worth keeping an eye on and maybe even trying the open beta if you get the chance. Number 3. City of Outlaws is a pretty fun game, at least at the start. It's got cool graphics and reminds me of those old crime movies. I like making my own character and running around causing some trouble. Playing with my friends online made it even more fun. While City of Outlaws does have some in-app purchases that can get pushy, it's still possible to enjoy the game without spending a ton of money. Number 2. I have to be honest, Wuthering Waves combat is where it shines. It's really fun to fight, switching between characters and dodging attacks at just the right time. The game looks great too, especially when you're in the middle of a battle. Wuthering Waves isn't officially released yet, but release expected sometime in 2024. If you love action-packed fights and don't mind a less lively open world, Wuthering Waves might be worth checking out. Number 1. I honestly didn't think I'd like Death Stranding on my phone. The whole idea seemed too big to fit, but I've been playing it for a few days, and it's way more fun than I expected. It's simpler than the big screen versions, for sure, but you still get the same feeling of exploring a messed up world and making deliveries. If you're curious about Death Stranding and have an iPhone, it's definitely worth a shot. Well, that's our top 15 open-world adventures for your phones. Did we miss any of your go-to games? Drop them in the comments and let everyone know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.